You know when you get one of those urges and you're just like, I'm gonna get my life together right now? This is one of those moments. It's a Sunday, it's 5 to 9, so get in, loser. We're going to the gym. I've taken a few days off the gym, so I'm going to start myself off with a nice full body day, because I feel like a full body pump, there's nothing like it. And I was like, I might as well bring you guys along. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to like record it. Just because my last video was about training when you're trying to get bigger, yada, 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 yada. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, then come back here. And funny story, I actually recorded a whole intro about like eating, and it was so insightful. It was beautiful. Like even myself cried because it was just such a beautiful piece of artwork. I forgot to put it in. So I'm gonna put it at the start, in the middle, somewhere in this video, because I got good feedback on that last one. So might as well throw that in there, because eating is literally the most important part if you want to try and get big. But I haven't even got a membership for this gym, because when I'm filming, I don't like to go to a gym during the day. I don't want to be in people's way, because I'm just such a saint like that. I want the room to film and stuff. So I'm gonna go to a pure gym. So I need to actually get a membership first. I need to get a membership first, and then I'm gonna go. I actually need to eat, and then I'm gonna go. I'll show you through the whole process so you can see how I do what I do. Fit. We're wearing leggings because it's cold. Body looks nice though. And then we're wearing this kind of superhero kind of aesthetic, because again, look good, lift good, and I will always stand by that. If you look good, you will do good, because you'll look in the mirror and you'll say, that looks like someone who invests in herself. That looks like someone who's going to stick to her goals. We don't want to be looking bummy. And even if you're looking bummy, that's fine. If that's your aesthetic, go ahead with it, girl. Now I know what you're thinking. It's 9 a.m. By the time I start training, it's going to be 11 a.m. 11 p.m. What am I saying? 11 p.m. But this is non-stem ESN. So we have two here. I'm going to put this on my bosom. We have two here. We have non-stem and stem. I haven't tried this one yet, but it's Crank Olympia Stamina Focus Pump Grizzly Punch flavor. So that's a scary like PR kind of flavor. So we're going to put that down. So we're going to use the non-stem, and this one's like a no one can stop you. Yeah, I don't want to be stopped. So we're going to do that tropical punch. I've tried this before, and like I remember I tried it when I was just like really depleted after a shoot, and I hit a PR on like my chest dumbbell press. I was like, okay, cool, not bad. So we're going to take this. Boom, already made it. Look at that. For 45 minutes before I get to the gym, but I'm going to eat first, because food is fuel. Like that's literally the best fuel. So I like pairing both of them up. Then I'm going to make my meal, and then we're going to head to the gym. Okay, so before I go to the gym, we're doing a
friends quiz.
We're doing a friends quiz.
Who knows friends better? I do.
This will get me gassed for the gym.
Bro, I do.
Sis started watching it 2 minutes ago.
Hey, I'm on season 7 of Friends.
I've watched every episode at least 5 times. These friends, like it's called friends because they're my friends.
No,
they're
bro.
literally my friends.
Like me, Monica, Joey, Ross, Chandler.
Yeah, first name basis, crazy. Can't even say their full names.
Wait.
Crazy. Should I go Cocoa Pops bar or Squares bar? Cocoa Pops or Squares? Choose down in the comments below. I'm just gonna get my steps in. It's usually like a 20-minute walk. I'll use this walk to lock in, drink my pre. Not that I need it, because like this time of the night is when I come alive, unfortunately. But I want to be able to focus, and filming and training at the same time. Like I want a good session, but I also want to film it well. It's just I can't multitask to save my life. So for that maximum focus, yeah, that goes down like breast milk. Why is Google Maps telling me to go through the most sus alleyway? Oh, it's actually a bridge. No, oh my days, that scared me. Oh my days, that scared me. Personally, yeah, I don't get scared by being out at night, because I am the danger. Like, what's gonna attack me that has more muscle mass, more and a bigger bench to me? That creature doesn't exist. Basically, this video is gonna be a more practical and a more visual adaptation of the last video. But I'm basically going to show you how to kind of build your own program, essentially, if you're trying to put on size, if you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. Because if you're not a coach, if you're not a powerlifter, if you're kind of been doing your own thing, it is difficult to kind of like, okay, what do I focus on? How do I make up my own plan? So I got you. What I would usually do myself is I break everything down into a warm-up, naturally. Compound 1, compound 2, isolations, and then skill. That's basically what the subheadings are. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come to the gym and you're gonna figure out what day it is. I'm gonna do a full body day because I just want to feel functional. I want to feel like a functional babe. I want everything to be worked. So starting off with compound. So warm up is your warm up. Starting off with your compound. So if it was an upper body day, I'm going to pick upper body compounds for my compound 1, compound 2, isolations. But because it's an full body day, I'm just going to be picking and choosing from everything. So my compound 1, I'm going to choose a lower exercise because that's going to target more of my body. So for me, that's going to be squat or deadlift. It's always going to be squat or deadlift. The other one you could pick for your lower body exercise is glute. So you basically have your hinge, your squat. I'm going to choose, I don't know, I'm going to see what's available to me because it's my first time in this gym. I'm going to see what I could do here. So I'm going to choose a squat or a deadlift. And compound 1 is basically the stake of your workout. Ideally, we're going to work up to a top set, and I'm going to do ascending as well. So what I like to call ATB. I literally just made that up. So ascending sets to a top set and back downs. Because ascending sets are the best way to keep you in the pocket because it means you're not rushing up to your top set, and it means like you're getting that skill, you're getting that exposure and that practice before you do your main lift, which is going to be the most important, and then do your back downs. For compound 2, that's going to be another compound essentially, where you can further like hit the muscle group you want to hit. So if it was an upper body day, the upper body options are like your dips, weighted dips, pull-ups or weighted pull-ups, overhead press, and then you have your, again, you can pick squat or hinge. So since if I do a squat for my compound 1, I'll probably do a hinge for my compound 2, just because it's a full body day. If I was doing a leg day, if I was doing a quad focused leg day, I would choose squat for both because I'm trying to target those quad muscles as frequently as I can. But because I'm doing a full body day, I want to get that as much variety as I can. So if I do a hinge for my main, I'll do a squat for my second and vice versa. Because I did a lower exercise for my compound 1 and it's a full body day, I'm going to do an upper exercise for my compound 2. Again, as much variety in this session as I can. So I really wanted to get back into dips. I'm going to do weighted dips. And then for skill X body weight. Now I like this one because it's like, it gives you the chance to work on things like your push-ups, your pull-ups, which is something I feel like if you're not powerlifting or if you're not doing a specific sport, everyone kind of wants to get their dip or their pull-up. So I think it's the best to do it after compound 2, not after your isolations, because you'll just tire out all your muscles and you won't be able to give as much to the skill as you can. Oh, for my skill, I'm going to do pull-ups because I want to get a muscle up. I really want to get a muscle up, and I always do pull-ups. So I'm going to do pull-ups. So that means I have 1 lower, 2 uppers. So for my isolation, so then after skill X body weight, we have the isolation. Now this is where you can get like loads crammed in, because you have things like, if it's your back day, you have your lat pull down, your cable machine row. If arm day, or you just want to add it to the end of an upper day, you can do like your bicep curl, your tricep push down, all that kind of thing. If it's a leg day, you can do leg extensions, calf raises, hamstring curls if it's like a hamstring focused leg day, or if it's just a leg day in general and you want some variety with your leg muscles. And then there's things like shoulder presses, your lat raises, your delt raises, all that kind of thing. Now my isolation exercises will always be upper. I don't tend to do them for my lower because I feel like I get enough from my main compounds. But again, this gives you so much room to work on your weaknesses, and that's what I always do. And then that's basically it. For your compounds, ATB, as we said, trees, like work up to your heaviest set of tree for your compound 2, whether it's your dips or whatever, but I'll go through this as I'm working out. Skill body weight, again, I just grease the groove with those. Do as many as you can for as many sets as you can, realistically. And then isolations is just straight sets. Heavy as you can, long as you can for like 10 to 12 reps. Really push yourself. It'll be a good session. See you out there.
When they told me things, but my mind didn't change, and I still feel the same. What's a life with no fun? Please don't be so ashamed. I've had mine, you've had yours. We both know, we know they won't get you like I will. My only only wish is I die real, cause that truth hurts and those lies heal. And you can't sleep thinking that he lies still, so you cry still. Tears all in the pillowcase. Big girls all get a little taste out, pushing me away so I give her space out. Dealing with a heart that I didn't break. I'll be there for you, I will care for you. I keep thinking you just
off with a warm-up, because ideally you want to raise your T temperature, because that's going to make your muscles more lubricated, more loose, and you're going to feel more ready for the movement, so you're not wasting your sets on getting warm. What I usually do is the lat pull down. I find that really good for like my upper body chain, like my back, my delts, my wrist, which was at me for a while, my shoulders, my rotator cuff. I don't know, I found out that the movement really helps for some reason, but that's literally an individual thing. So you can choose your warm-ups based off of, you know, what your problem areas are.
trying to run from that, say you're done with that on your face, girl, it just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. When all the baggage just ain't as heavy and the party's over, don't forget me, we'll change the pace and we'll just go slow. Never have to worry, you won't ever have to.
It's the perfect time to listen to Yeat's new album, because I heard it actually bangs. So that's what we're gonna do. Why am I already out of breath? So, going with deadlifts, we have a problem. These are the only plates behind me. Literally the only plates behind me. There's some on the other side of the gym, so I'm gonna have to bring them over. I think I'll do 4s. Maybe I'll do 4s, because last block I did 3s. Because I think those will make me work, do you know what I mean? So, warm up, ascending sets all the way up to my top set. Do my top set, then we do our back downs, A, T, B, work up to like a 7 or an 8. 120 kilos. I'm also taking these off because I'm actually sweating. I love the aesthetic, but too warm. So far, these feel good. So this could be my top set. I think I want to use my straps. We'll see. I might do this set, and for the sake of doing like 2 kind of top end sets, I might go up and use my straps, but we'll see. Went from Yeat to Billie Eilish real quick. First rep, je ne sais quoi, c'est parfait. C'est trop beau. Execute the rest of the reps like the first rep, sweet. Then sis started rolling all over the place. It's like she was getting so scared that I was disrespecting her so much, she was trying to roll away. But I'm gonna go up regardless. I'm gonna go up to this is 180, 160, 170, 180, 190. I'll go to 190 and I'm gonna put straps on. I feel like this is gonna be a good set or I'm gonna piss myself. Lock in, lock in. I'm pissed at that last rep, but it keeps bloody rolling. So I think I was just rushing. I should have just reset it, but is what it is. Happy with those. I really feel those like in my glutes when I use straps and my hamstrings, which is great. 2 things to mention. Adequate rest time. I can't hear because Kanye is screaming. Adequate rest times. When we're training hard, we have to be smart about it. Especially, this is why people will always say, what's your goal? And that will tell you how you should be training in terms of rest times, top sets, all that kind of thing. If I was training to be more conditioned, I would go lighter. I wouldn't be hitting those higher RPs, and I wouldn't be taking long rest times. But I'm training for maximum strength. So when we're training for maximum strength, you need to give yourself adequate rest times. Like these compound exercises, squat, bench, deadlift, glute bridge, whatever you want to call it, these are very fatiguing. They're very taxing on your muscles. And if you want to get maximum force production, you have to give yourself and your muscles the adequate time to rejuvenate. So you can give everything to that top set. Because if you think about it, if your muscles, if your hamstrings, your glutes are fried from your last warm up, and then you only give yourself 30 seconds before your top set, that's not enough time. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up overcompensating and using things like your back, excessive back rounding when you're deadlifting. And we don't want that because that's putting more brunt on your back and you're not working your hamstrings and the quads in the way that you should. And if you just took that extra 2 minutes rest, you would be able to go and give it socks and use all the correct muscle groups. Second thing, I'm doing my back offs now. I've done one set. And what I like to do is do AMRAPs for my back offs because it's more fun. And I don't like putting a number on your back offs because if you feel good that day, you might be able to push more. But because you picked a number, it literally limits you to doing that number. You're like, okay, cool, that's enough. So we've done our ascending sets, we've done our top set, so now it's our back offs. I like to do the first set as an AMRAP, usually both sets as an AMRAP, to be honest. And I put a minimum amount of reps in my head as well. So for that, I usually put it at 5. It's if you could do more, great. If you can't, cool. So that gives you kind of a maximum and a minimum, which I think works really well to push yourself, because once you hit 5, you're like, oh, sure, I could do one more while I'm here. And it's that didn't move too bad. Sure, I could do another one. And that's what we want. We want to push hard, get the most bang for our buck. So I'm going to do one more. I only do 2 back off sets. I think 3 is a bit overkill. One more, and then onto compound 2. There's a fine line between taking enough rest and too much rest. The last set always kills. So I need a song that's going to hype me up. And I dropped the weight down as well. I dropped the weight down as well because I knew I was getting a bit more tired, and if I want to get 5 good reps, good clean reps, I was going to have to drop it down from 170. So we have 160 on the bar. Am I going to channel the Lover Girl Heartbreak aesthetic? Because that's a good trope. That gets me in the zone. Or are we going to do just hype? Oh, I have a song that's the perfect mix. That was actually easy. I'll go again. We've done compound 1. This is going to be compound 2, dips. I'm actually so tired, but the beautiful thing about doing a full body day is that you can literally just train the side of you that's not tired, because for deadlifts, here, downwards, erectors, glutes, which I'm so happy about, glutes, hamstrings, collapsed, yeah? Just tired, you just need time. Everywhere upwards is grand. I'm gonna do dips. So we've done compound 1, this is gonna be compound 2, dips, and then my skill will be pull-ups. I cannot find a dip belt, which is upsetting. I'm the queen of creativity, so I could make one, but it's week 1 that I'm introducing these. So I'm just going to do body weight just to see where I am strength-wise. Get form down, just see how far I can go, and then build up from week to week instead of kind of starting off, because once I start putting the weights on, I put the weights on. So I'm just going to do them body weight this week, push them, see where I'm at, and then go next week. Turns out my shoulder is still sore. I was not expecting that. It's a big, massive plot twist. You know when it feels crunchy and then it feels like it's gonna break? It's actually sad, I was really excited to do this. I'm gonna try again. Wider will work better because it'll be more chest, less. It was actually better. Now the ROM is atrocious. But closer handles, more tricep focused, more shoulder, wider, more chest. I need to listen to less depressing music. So we're gonna do some Lauryn Hill. Like you wasn't down, that you called. That felt bloody lovely. No shoulder pain, all chest. So I probably just needed to like warm up because it actually was bad. It was like 8 out of 10 pain the first time. But I just needed some more music, more belief. And I got into it. So I'm just gonna get into it. This is skill pull-ups. Let's do it. In terms of how I'm gonna train them, literally 2 to 3 sets to 4 sets of clean reps. As many as I can do. Greasing the groove. These feel very hard for some reason. I've changed locations because I think I was too close to the floor. I just did not like that pull-up station at all. Giving bad vibes, so we're moving here. Hopefully it's better. Kissing and hope they caught us. That's better. Not too much more. It's better, but I feel like I wasted all my good juice over there. Just had an urge. Anytime I see like open space, see if I still got it. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Wait, let me do something cool. Oh, my quad. It's mad because like, I still feel so energetic. I feel really energetic in terms of just like overall energy, but I can feel like my body just feels it's getting tired, which is the point. It feels good to train, man, after some time off. And I love training when I love an empty gym, man. It literally just feels like a playground. You don't have to wait for someone. Oh, bench. Oh. So, checklist. It's a full body day. Compound 1 was lower, and it was a hinge exercise, deadlifts. Compound 2 was an upper exercise, and it was push. It was dips. Skill was upper as well, pull-ups, which is pull. So far we have hinge, push, pull. Next would be like a squat, because I've already done hinge. Get the quads going. So I would either do something here or leg extension. Like, oh, should I go do leg extension? Leg extension instead of Bulgarian split squat, because I would like to sit down. It's good to get like single leg work in there, especially if you're constantly doing like bilateral exercises for your legs, just to get rid of any like imbalances. I don't do Bulgarians. I really don't. I'm gonna do leg extension. While I'm resting from my extensions, there's literally only one other person in this whole gym. It's beautiful. Can you hear that? Listen closely. It's the sound of nothing. The whole point of this video is to understand if you're someone who struggles with making a program and you're trying to grow, basically. Taking you through how I think about everything. Very simple, nothing too crazy. It's a full body day, so just trying to get as many movements as I can in for that kind of complete style of training, which I'm really going for, and hitting as much as possible. So that's why I picked one of these when you're going into isolation. I think it's best to just work on kind of your weaknesses or like specific physique goals you kind of have. So I need bigger quads because I feel like I've lost them. Because I did hinge earlier, I wanted to do something that was more anteriorly focused for my lower body. After this, complete style, arms or shoulders. I'll usually choose between arm and shoulders or do both. So didn't get much arms other than dips. And that was mostly like the top, so like mostly my shoulders. And I would train biceps like every single session, just for fun, because it's easy and it's like, okay, cool. Another percentage of whamness added to the physique. I didn't explain how to train these. Usually just go to failure. Can do some drop sets. I cannot talk while I do this. On my days that hurts. This is literally half the amount, but the fatigue is in, yeah. Oh my days. I'm not even joking. There's no rules in life. Someone has this easy curl bar already loaded and they just left it. So I'm just gonna use this instead. I don't know what weight it is, but I'm just gonna AMRAP it. Shock the muscle in it. Keep those elbows locked in. Control the eccentric. Okay. Oh, my days. See the vein popping out. Most satisfying thing. So back in the changing room, that was a good session. It's a really good session. I feel like when you do full body, if you can feel everywhere, then you've done something. My whole lower body just feels nice. Hopefully you learned something from that video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any ideas of videos you want me to do, put them down below. Experiment on YouTube. And I really want to give value as well because I feel like I don't really do that on Instagram. See you in the next one. I hope that looks